Welcome to my channel. I will read you the story, I Buried My Husband, but He Came Home That Night. A woman begins to unravel the truth after her supposedly dead husband shows up unannounced. It was one of those hot summer nights that make you sweat just by existing. I tossed and turned in bed trying to get comfortable, but nothing helped. My husband, Mark, was on a business trip and would be home in a few days. I missed him terribly and fell asleep crying. When I woke up, the sun was shining in through the window, and I felt amazing. Maybe it was just the sunshine or the fact that Mark would be home soon, but I got up, did my morning routine, and went out into the yard to hang some laundry. A black car was parked at the end of our driveway, but I didn't think much of it. We don't get many visitors. I was about to hang up the last load when a man came out of the house. I couldn't see his face because he was wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses. And what was he doing at our house? He started to scream, and he took off his sunglasses. "It's me," he said. "You don't recognize me without my glasses." It dawned on me who it was. I screamed again, but this time it was with joy. "Mark," I shouted and ran to him. He explained that his flight had been canceled the day before and he'd decided to drive instead. But when he got there, he saw a police car in our driveway and assumed the worst. I told him I had no idea what he was talking about and invited him inside. We had a nice dinner and talked for hours. He told me about his trip, and I told him about the strange man I had seen earlier. "You should probably report that to the police," Mark said. "It's weird that someone would sneak into your house and stay there for a whole night." I nodded, but honestly I was too scared to call them. The next morning I told Mark that we needed to talk. "What if that man comes back?" I asked. "Do you think he's dangerous?" Mark looked at me for a moment. "I don't know, honey, but I do know that you need to stop worrying. You're pregnant." I was stunned. Pregnant? How? Mark explained that he wasn't actually on a business trip. He'd been in prison. He'd been released early for good behavior and was supposed to report to a halfway house. But he didn't want me to know because he was afraid I'd get upset. It all made sense now. The canceled flight, the police car, the man in the house. It was all Mark, but why did he hide it from me? I knew that whatever his reasons were, it wasn't easy for him to come back to me after so long. I pulled him close and whispered, "It's going to be okay." That day, Mark called his probation officer and told him about the situation. The officer came to our house, but only to tell Mark that he could not stay with me. "You know the rules, Mr. Williams," he said. "You can't have any contact with your wife or children until your trial." Mark was led away in handcuffs. The trial was scheduled for 3 months later. In the meantime, Mark's lawyer managed to get his sentence reduced, and he was able to move back in with us. Our friends and family were shocked to see him, but they welcomed him with open arms. During the trial, Mark was found guilty and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Although I was sad that he'd be gone for so long, I was also relieved that he'd finally be free. One night, in the middle of the night, I woke up to the sound of screaming. I rushed to Mark's side, but he was fast asleep. I checked the baby monitor and saw that our son was also sleeping peacefully. I must have been having a nightmare, I thought. Just then, the front door opened slowly. I gasped and quickly turned off the monitor. Who could be walking around outside in the middle of the night? Then I heard footsteps coming closer. I grabbed the baseball bat that Mark had left by the bed and waited. The door to our bedroom opened, and there stood the same man from that first night. "Hello," he said. "Can I help you?" I asked suspiciously. "I'm looking for Mark. Is he here?" I shook my head. "I'm sorry, but he's not." "Can I help you with anything else?" I asked. The man looked around the room as if he was looking for something. Finally, he said, "No, thank you. Goodbye," and he left. I waited until I heard his car start up and drive away, before I went back to bed. In the morning, I told Mark about the man, but he acted like it wasn't a big deal. "He probably just wanted to say hi," he said. "But you never know," I replied. "Maybe he's dangerous. Maybe he knows where we live because he was watching us." Mark didn't seem to appreciate how scared I was, and I felt alone. Then I noticed something strange. The baseball bat that Mark had left by the bed was gone. The end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel to support the channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified every time a new video is uploaded. Leave a comment below with your story and contact information if you would like to submit your story.